Saudi Arabia is asking Pakistan for warships, soldiers and aircraft to help its bombing campaign over Yemen. The Saudi-led coalition has been staging airstrikes against Houthi rebels in Yemen for almost 2 weeks now. The death toll so far over 500 people. It's attacking Houthi rebels in the country who are still making advances against pro-government forces. The fighting is now focused in the port city of Aden. And the chaos in the country is actually leading to a resurgence of al-qaeda. This according to some Washington officials.
Just as we feared in the chaos between this fight with the Houthis and now the Saudi intervention, al-qaeda has had a resurgence.
We've seen prison breaks like this before from al-qaeda, and it just shows how they are still a very viable, very formidable opponent.
Al-Qaeda's most dangerous affiliate is expanding yet again.
For years, the White House, though, has been claiming a near victory over al-qaeda.
The core of al-Qaeda is on the path to defeat.
The leadership of the al-Qaeda core has been weakened, decimated.
We've dealt devastating blows to al-Qaeda.
Well, reports from the ground do suggest otherwise. Terrorist organizations are thought to be advancing, not only in Yemen, but also all across war-torn Syria as well. Guyane Chichikan has a look.
Yemen plunges deeper into chaos. The Saudi-led coalition continues bombing the Shia rebels, who nevertheless still control the country's capital. Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula benefits from the chaos. The Sunni-dominated terrorist organization has been at war not only with the West, but also with the Houthis, the Shia rebels, whom the U.S. is now helping to bomb. The enemy of my enemy obviously doesn't apply here. If that sounds like a mess, it's because it is. In Syria, terrorists have most certainly benefited from the chaos. There are reportedly around 18,000 civilians trapped in that camp now. UN officials describe the condition there as beyond inhumane. The U.S. State Department has recently suggested a snap way out of the deep crisis that Syria is in right now.
President Assad could stop the conflict in Syria right now by demonstrating a willingness for his regime to engage in meaningful dialogue with the opposition that would lead to a genuine political solution.
You said Assad can stop the conflict right now. Those were your words. Really? Yes. With ISIS and all? Can
Again,
he?
I think you may have heard my
but the way you explained it was different from what you said. And the word right now means right now, right? Or what else does it mean?
I think we've talked about this in quite a bit of detail.
But
yes,
let's say one more question. Even if he leaves office, do you think the conflict is going to stop?
Look, what I've said is that there needs to be a political dialogue process consistent with the Geneva principles. That's what the international community supports, and that's precisely what President Assad has refused.
With us now is Jim Jatras, former U.S. diplomat. I'm going to redirect the question to you, sir. Can President Assad stop the conflict right now, as the State Department says?
Of course not. It's a shocking and absurd suggestion to say that he can't. Remember, the Syrian government is under attack from not only supposedly moderate forces, but you have al-Qaeda, essentially the al-Nusra Front in Iraq, and also ISIS. I don't see how in the world the Assad government unilaterally could stop the war unless people want to see the black flag of ISIS over Damascus.
Thank you for the conversation, sir. In Washington, I'm Mideast Chaos. You're watching RT.